We are in Brussels at the moment with Toyota at their Kinshiki Forum, and there's lots of electric vehicles being announced, but they talked about this. They were very involved with the Olympics and the Paralympics in Paris, but also in Tokyo as a kind of a mobility solution for the Olympic organising group to move people around, athletes, organisers, etc. And they developed a specific wheelchair-based, small micro-mobility four-wheel microbus in essence, and they said, you know what, we found that we did a lot of 3 million kilometers is what they're saying, and there might be an appetite for it. Now, this isn't the first time we've seen something like this in the channel. We've got on the likes of the Renault Twizy or the Citroën Ami, the Opel Roxy, etc. Technically it is a quadricycle, but Toyota are saying don't call it that. It's a microcar, and that's what they're really interested in. So this is called the FTME. It is a two-seater. It is super small. It's the 2.7 meters long, so you can park two of them nose to nose, bum to bum on a single parking space. And if you park them perpendicular, you can get three of them on it. So is it a way of solving our urban transport chaos? Is it something else? They're talking about in Paris and in France, and other countries, you can drive the likes of this quadricycle category of vehicle from 16. Not in other markets. It looks like it's a bit more robust than the likes of the Citroën Ami, but this is just a concept. Are we ever going to see it in real life? Let's have a look around the outside and look in through the glass of the inside. But this is the Toyota FTME two-seater, something totally different that we weren't expecting to see today. Let's have a look at it in more detail. Toyota are talking about how you can actually customize it as well, but it comes in this two-tone bi-color, and it's got this white on the front that kind of, let's say it reminds people of a visor, and then you've got these daytime running lights with that potentially a headlight unit in there. Super aero. You've got Toyota branding over here on front of that, kind of a bumper kind of a setup. Wheels right out to the corners, and what I think is interesting is front wheel is black, rear wheel is white, and then that stripe is going all the way up through it on this concept that isn't any door mirrors, but I presume these are the cameras that they're talking about. But for a certain price point, don't know if you're going to have that. You've got tinted windows down at the bottom and then clear windows up at the top. As we scoot around, we will have a look at it. We've got those pop-out door handles, super flush. You've got a little NFC tag here. You can see where you can tap a card, etc. And then real good high-level brake lamps. Hyundai Group, are you listening? Nice and high, so the vehicle going behind you can actually see what's going on. Interesting wheel choices as well. What size are we coming at? We're at 185, 60, 14 with a real aero flush, as I said, in the white in the front, and then with the black, the white in the rear and then the black on the front. And it looks like it's a kind of a composite kind of recycled plastic effect. There's a pearlescent white. Toyota branding at the back here. This hatch opens up, and so you can put storage and stuff in the boot like a shopping or potentially other bits and pieces. And as you can look inside, it reminds me very much like the Citroën Ami, where the phone is actually your speedometer. You can see that there, maybe in through the front windscreen. Yeah, you can see it there. So they're utilizing a phone holder, cup holder. It has a black seat and it has a white seat for that two-tone. And this one, it has a skateboard. Why wouldn't it? You can see on the rear headrest, it looks like kind of a JBL speaker. I know Toyota and JBL do have a collaboration. They're talking about having the ability of, if you needed to, you could remove that second seat, so you could get your dog into it, you could get shopping, you could get a bicycle, also potentially a folding wheelchair. And so again, they're trying to make it as accessible for everybody as possible. Another thing they're looked at is putting potentially solar panels on the sunroof. And they're saying you could get 20 to 30 kilometers a day. By the time this comes to market, the efficiency of the solar film that they would put on top of it would be something that would make it potentially viable to be parked outside. It could be for ride-hailing, ride-sharing companies, as I mentioned, teenagers already. And so lots of potential opportunities. I like it. We drive, we own a very small car in our own household, the Peugeot Ion. And so yeah, I can see the benefit of it, and we can see the benefit of it. If you haven't got a load of kids or you need a second vehicle in your house, this could be a winner. Every time I go up to Paris and every time I come to France, I'm seeing more and more the likes of the Citroën Ami, the Opel Roxy. The new Bento for Mobilize, which is the updated Renault Twizy, is potentially coming back again, but it's going to be more of a lease rather than a purchase kind of setup. But this is, I didn't think Toyota were going to get into this space. Now, at the press conference today, it was asked whether they're going to get into two-wheeled, three-wheeled micro-mobility. Toyota are, you know, as much as they're a mobility company, they're a car company as well. So this is a micro car. But yeah, what do you think? Let me know in the comments. Something totally different. You can see with that, they're talking about how one large electric SUV, the same battery could be used in 8 of these. If you're to break down the batteries, they didn't talk about specifics today, but then because it's so light, it's 3 times more efficient than a big large SUV. So technically one large electric SUV is the same as 24 of the FTMEs. You know, I like it. People want their own car potentially. People want the ability of having doors, unlike the Twizy when it was there. What do you think? That is the Toyota FTME. What I'm going to do is I'm going to set up beside it so you can see. I know I got the intro on it, but just so you can see me standing right up beside it, what the height level is of it. Put it in my pocket. Throw it in the back of my other car. Hopefully you've enjoyed that look around the Toyota FTME. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, please do so. Hit the like button, comment, share, and remember, if you think an EV is for you, even a small dinky one, leave it to me and I'll review. Thank you very much for watching.